Good morning, ladies and gents. It's currently 3:46 in the morning. I've just been doing some strategy work on the business and yeah, watching Bitcoin. Obviously, as you guys can probably tell, the precision on the market is definitely returning. I can definitely see it in myself. That all of that precise pattern recognition and understanding is starting to really accumulate. And I think that's mainly been on the back of all the protocols I've been running on to kind of re-establish the nervous system, as I've alluded to several times. I've also given you guys one of those protocols with the eye drills and the breathing exercise, the 4-7-8 breathing. So, I will be posting the update on the push-ups and steps for this month. The steps are looking extremely healthy right now. The volume is definitely up, and my physical base is pretty much getting to an elite level. I pretty much did, I think 8,000 steps in about 17 minutes. I can do it there or thereabouts now, so that's extremely fast. That's about 450 steps to 500 steps a minute, which is extremely rapid walking pace. I've also been doing shuttle sprints back and forth, and I'm not really getting fatigued after even 8 rounds of those. So yes, the physical fitness is definitely getting up. I measured my heart rate recently just now as well. That's hovering just around 58 to 65 beats per minute. So the physical is extremely starting to become an elite level, and I've started to piece together exactly what happened to me in the last few years. So obviously, in 2021, post-COVID, I was hospitalised for 4 weeks, got severely sick, and then I was discharged for a week, and I got sick again. And when I got sick the second time, I had a massive blood clot in my lungs, which obviously I never had before. And obviously, I think that was caused by the medication they gave me when I was hospitalised in COVID. So they gave me ivermectin because my oxygen levels were around 75%, which is extremely low, and I was on oxygen. So they gave me ivermectin, but ivermectin also, as you know, destroys a lot of pathogens in your body, and obviously probably my detox pathways were not open, which caused massive blood clotting to occur. So I had to go on blood thinners at the time. This was right before, like 9 weeks before we had the office in London, and everything kicked on. And obviously that was a pretty bad time. But and then obviously working that out, those parasites have always been there because obviously I've travelled abroad a fair few times. Obviously studied final few years in Ukraine, etc. So those parasites could have been coming from anywhere. But when you have parasites, it's an indication of heavy metal toxicity. Obviously, my heavy metal toxicity was due to having amalgam filled fillings when I was younger. Again, no fault of my own. And I remember I used to randomly just start vomiting. No fault of my own. But obviously, that the heavy metal was accumulated over time. And obviously, when you start moving in more elite circles, all these elite restaurants, all they serve is sushi and seafood. So there was a lot of consumption of that. And obviously, women, all they want to eat is sushi, etc. So that added to the mercury burden even more. And obviously, and eventually my body just could no longer tolerate it, and it collapsed in 2024 and 2025. So yeah, I've been piecing together the whole story. It's starting to make sense. And then it was so bad to the point, only recently I figured out that the nervous system had been quite affected badly. As I said, why I decided to design these protocols is because I really was struggling to go from task to task. And obviously, as you know, as a trader, you need to go from task to task. You need to be able to go from good decision to good decision to good decision. Even like we just hit a couple break-even trades on Bitcoin, you need to go from bad, break-even trade to the next good trade with extreme focus. So, so my acetylcholine and that pathway is controlled by acetylcholine. It's not dopamine. Acetylcholine really is the neurotransmitter that allows you to go from good decision to decision without fatigue at maximum velocity. So, yeah, my nervous system was pretty badly damaged from the mercury. I still haven't gotten rid of all of it. I still have some left, but obviously it's at a much more manageable level because I'm no longer vomiting. Before I was vomiting 15 times a day and other serious neurological signs. But my tongue, it was affecting the nerves that were supplying the tongue muscle. So when I was sleeping, my tongue was collapsing. So I was in a pretty bad state physically, to be honest with you all. But obviously that's all improved now, and that's another reason why the protocols have been working. And I know they're working because my physical state is up massively, and obviously trading, you see, for everyone to see, it's pretty much looking like how it used to look. So yeah, that's just a quick summary. So I know it's pretty late. I know people are probably out partying, etc., etc. But the party and the champagne will come. I'm not stressed about that right now. And to be honest with you guys, my discipline in the last 50, it's come out to 50, 60 days since I started fixing the nervous system to tongue issue, which was causing significant choking in my sleep. And again, that was depriving my brain of oxygen since. So I had to basically take quite a gradual approach. First was build the base, fix the apnea issues that was being caused by the tongue collapse. Obviously, I fixed that with the mandibular advancement device, and obviously that's trained the muscles of mastication as well. So obviously you saw that in the photo I posted a few weeks ago. My jaw was looking quite defined, which it normally isn't, and that was a result of the muscles of mastication basically getting trained due to the mandibular advancement device. And obviously I had to build the physical base first. Obviously, after getting oxygen back, my body started to physically improve. I was able to then, increase the step counts gradually. I still had elite reserves because obviously I'd been fit all my life at a pretty elite level. So, doing the 1,000 push-ups on day one without no training, doing 118 push-ups in one set within like 30 seconds. So I still had those elite reserves, and that's probably why I was able to push through with such a high mercury burden in the past until obviously my body couldn't take it anymore. But now, the systems are there, and I'm excited because yes, all of these hours I had put into the charts never really disappeared. They were just being blunted by the stress response of the amygdala. This is a pretty lengthy message, but I know some of you are interested in this sort of stuff. But yeah, it's just about being transparent and honest. And again, I don't care to be honest with you where everybody else is on their journey, because to be honest with you, I know most people can try and show this, that, and the other, but they're all trying to reach the level which I already hit 3 years ago. So it doesn't even matter. It doesn't affect me, to be honest with you. I'm happy for everyone else's success. If they're doing well and they finally found profitability, so well, so be it. It's quite a pivotal moment in their lives, but it doesn't really change how I view myself or my journey, because again, I had to go through this, and there was a reason. I think God was guiding me from a spiritual standpoint. I really wouldn't have looked at the nervous system in such a way and designing these protocols, and obviously they're in place. So things are really about to lift off in a big way. So these entries, something this is still not the most precise. I know anyone who knows my trading well from the past knows these entries are still not the most precise entries that I know I have executed in the past. We're talking about decimal precision here on most volatile assets. So you can probably just hear it in my voice, to be honest with you guys. I'm literally feeling like myself. So excited. It's been a pretty lengthy message, but yeah, I'll catch up with you all very, very soon. Lots of good things to look forward to.